I sat on my parents' living room floor, surrounded by ribbon and glittering paper, while my younger sister, Natalie, screamed over the keys to a brand new Mercedes. Natalie ran to the window to admire the silver car parked outside. Then Mom handed me my gift. It was a plastic piggy bank shaped like a smiling cartoon cat. I stared at it, waiting for the joke. "Open it, Rebecca," Dad said. I pulled out the rubber stopper. 2 $1 bills slid into my palm. "For your future house," Mom said. "You've always been good at saving." Natalie leaned against the sofa. "Don't worry, Becca. I can drive you places when your old Honda finally dies." My Honda was paid off. I had driven it 6 hours to reach my parents' house in Bend. I was 35, a structural engineer, and I had spent months saving for their Christmas presents. That morning, I had planned to announce my promotion to lead engineer. Instead, something inside me went silent. I set the piggy bank on the coffee table and went upstairs. In the bathroom mirror, I saw the same expression I had worn through birthdays, graduations, and holidays. Controlled, useful, grateful. Natalie had received parties, vacations, tuition, and rent. I had received explanations. "You're independent. You always manage. She needs us more." At 2 in the morning, I packed my suitcase. I took my grandmother's quilt, my college photo album, and the first blueprint I had ever drawn. Then, I placed my house key on the kitchen counter and left. Snow streaked across my windshield as I drove south. At dawn, my mother called. I expected concern. Instead, she asked, "Did you pay the lake cabin's electric bill?" I laughed once, then started crying so hard I had to pull onto the shoulder. My friend Dana called. "Where are you?" "Driving." "To where?" "I don't know." "Come to Sacramento," she said. "Stay with me." "I can't impose." "You've spent your whole life helping everyone else. Let somebody help you." That sentence changed the direction of my car. 3 weeks later, I was still sleeping in Dana's guest room when my father left a voicemail threatening to report my Honda stolen. The title was in my name. Mom followed with a message saying my disappearance had raised her blood pressure. I deleted both. That afternoon, I emailed my company and requested a transfer to our Sacramento office. It was approved. For the first time, I understood that I did not need my family's permission to build a life. Dana helped me find an apartment with windows. She also gave me the number of a therapist named Dr. Patel. During my first session, I struggled to explain why a $2 gift had hurt so much. Finally, I said, "It wasn't the money, it was proof." Proof of what? That they decided I needed less love because I needed less help. Saying it aloud broke something open. Over the following months, I stopped answering guilt-filled calls. I joined a pottery class. I earned another promotion. I learned that accepting help did not make me weak and saying no did not make me cruel. 7 months after Christmas, my cousin invited me to her wedding in Bend. I almost refused. Instead, I booked a hotel and went on my terms. At the rehearsal dinner, Natalie hugged me. Her Mercedes was gone. "Repossessed," she admitted. "Dad lost his job. They can't keep paying my bills." The old me would have offered money before she finished speaking. Instead, I said, "I'm sorry, I can help you make a budget." Her face fell slightly. "You won't loan me anything?" "No." That single word felt like standing upright after years of crawling. Before the ceremony the next day, my parents asked me into the venue library. Mom cried, Dad paced. Natalie stood near the window. "We're selling the house," Dad said. "This family has fallen apart since you left." "No," I said. "It fell apart because I stopped holding up the pieces." I opened my purse and placed the piggy bank on the table. I kept it. Dad looked embarrassed. "I don't want revenge," I said. "I want change. If you want a relationship with me, we start family therapy. You respect my boundaries. No guilt. No financial demands. No pretending Natalie and I were treated equally." Mom looked at Dad. For once, he did not argue. "We'll try," she whispered. A year after I drove away, Christmas sunlight filled my Sacramento apartment. Dana brought pie. Friends from work crowded around my table. My pottery lined the shelves. Natalie called from her smaller apartment. She had 2 jobs and sounded tired, but proud. "Mom and Dad started therapy," she said. "Dad apologized to me for never teaching me how to stand alone." After we hung up, I looked at the piggy bank on my mantel. I had filled it with $2 bills, one for every week I had chosen myself. It no longer represented what they thought I was worth. It reminded me that my worth had never been theirs to decide.